My name is Travis Springer. I'm the president of Sages. We're an MSP in the DFW area. Both myself and others here at Sages have been in various peer groups over the years. One of the, there's a whole lot of things to talk about on the peer group discussion, but one of the big things is, you don't want to be the smartest guy in the room, but you also don't want to be too far behind where you're dragging everybody else down. And we just really felt that with with using the Cyber Verify certification as kind of a benchmark for other members in the group, that provides just a really solid footing that, we know that we get in a room with other Cyber Verified members, we're going to have good conversations that are meaningful and impactful to our business and their business. We don't want to be going back teaching MSP 101 to somebody just getting started. And at the same time, we don't want to be in a room with like a more of an enterprise-based MSP that's going to be doing things differently than we are. And so really it helps the Cyber Verify group and Inspire in general. Everyone's kind of pre-qualified into operationally mature, established MSPs with good procedures and practices and controls. And really, we can get a lot out of our time together very quickly that's impactful for everyone's business. Yeah, I mean, there's several. I mean, really, you could kind of distill it all back to one thing. Is just the network, is building a network of trusted partners in our industry in a non-competitive way in other geographies and even in other, kind of niches and specializations. And I know we've got some good stories out of our group of one of the other members had a client in our market. He was able to land and expand into that account and grow that account for him. And we're able to provide trusted remote hands when they need them, which is not terribly often, but he had a trusted partner to work with on their end. And we were able to help. And we've also taken advantage of similar things, in the opposite direction. The other thing is even beyond just our own kind of at the business owner manager level of, running the business and making big decisions, but even connecting some of our more operations focused people or salespeople on issues and topics and new technology. I know, as we've rolled out new tools and we've talked to other people in the group and, oh, hey, we're going through the same tool rollout right now. Like, hey, let's introduce our techs, get them on an email chain. We're going to get out of the way. And that way, we can all kind of get smarter together and, hey, here's what we've learned and we did this. You don't go down that rabbit hole or, let me help you shortcut some things. And just really expanding that, the network and the community outside of our own organization, the bubble. It's really easy to get caught in that there's other people out there that are smart and doing the same stuff that you can trust and rely on. And we can all get smarter together. Yeah, I mean, I think all peer groups are valuable and different in their own rights. I would say one of the things that I like about Inspire that's different than than other peer groups is there's not the same level of focus on like financials and bottom line results and accountability, and you're going to be on the hot seat this month, and we're going to tear your business apart and work you over. It's much more collaborative. And I think, again, kind of going back to what I said earlier, that the Cyber Verify certification has a lot to do with that, where we don't need to beat each other up, and pull each other's businesses apart, because we know that we got through that certification one audit and that we're already at that level, and that really we can get kind of cut through all that and get to idea sharing and problem solving and issue discussion and things that are really going to help us, because we're not looking for, am I running a good business? Like, we know we're running good businesses. We're already there. We're kind of going to the next step.